Hi everybody, thanks again for joining me. This is part 4 of my current series, The Curious Enigma of Tanais on Mars. Continuing with the analysis of Dune Monitoring, and this was acquired on the 22nd of September 2019, 30.3 centimeters per pixel, and I'm showing you artifacts cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file. And in context, these strange anomalies and artifacts were found in this dune field up in the northern hemisphere of Mars. Located 50 degrees 53 minutes north, 70 degrees 32 minutes west in this dune field over here. And at the time of this video, this high-rise photograph had not been loaded to Google Earth Mars yet. So having a look at the top artifacts thus far in the series, got the strange half a disc-like object with a dome on it, strange little opening in the front there, and then this strange rectilinear design on the one side. Plenty of these little obelisks about 10 to 12 meters long. Strange pieces that look like they broke off craft. And a couple of these that look like sculptures of faces. Check out the two eyes over there. Not that these are sculptures, guys, who knows. Then we've also got perfect square blocks or slabs. Another one of these weird objects with some symmetry to it, like this one over here. Like almost like the typical little Space Invaders that you have in the game Space Invaders from the 80s, eh? Some triangular blocks with little pyramids on them, discs with domes, megalithic blocks and slabs there as well. Check out the placement of that one, diagonally across that larger rectangular base. More of these strange figure 8 objects with protrusions or knobs on them, enclosure type designs, strange machinery, who knows what that is. Check out the opening over here, with parallel lines through it. Looks like a large fossil with a hollowed out piece. Here's another piece like it. This looks like the top of a vessel with an opening to it. Then these L-shaped blocks with protrusions on them and smaller blocks that seem to fit into the one side. So the first anomaly we're checking out is another one of these disc-like objects, about 6 meters in diameter, and it has a dome or spherical part in its center. Shown you many of those in previous videos as well. Same size, same geometry. Now we're looking at another one of these hollowed out vessel type objects, almost like a disc again, about 10 meters in diameter and seems to be hollowed out. Okay, there's one from part 1 of this current series. A little bit smaller, about 6 meters in diameter, but also this disc shape seems to be hollowed out as well. Right, then we're looking at a block over here that's about 5 by 5 meters each of those sides, and it's got a double layer to it. It'll be one block, and then it's got this piece carved into the side. Check out the symmetry of this piece, and it looks almost as if this one side has got a slight rounding to it, convex in shape. Right, there's a similar piece also from part 1, about the same size, also got symmetry and geometry to this piece. Also seems to have this part on the top definitely rounded as well, very similar to that. I wonder if these aren't fossilized shells. Right, then we're looking at another rectangular block over here which is about 12 meters long, and the dark spot on it is about 2 meters in diameter. Got a straight edge there, right angle over here. As I say, like with all the others, we've got either protrusions or small items on them, or dark spots. Check that out. Okay, here we're looking at two parts next to one another. That piece is about 10 meters long and about 4 meters wide. Check that out. We've got two of these next to one another. Can there be a bevel, or is it two of these ring-like objects next to one another? Similar piece over here, that is about 5 meters long and about 2 to 3 meters wide, consisting of two parts again. Looks like a T piece over here, perpendicular line going across there. It's like some type of wreckage perhaps. And there the two pieces are for comparison. Parallel lines over here in these two pieces. Okay, here we're looking at another one of these strange disc-shaped objects. And there it is close up. Check that out. Nice rounded side to it. Rounded apex with a dome-like feature there. So there I've turned it 180 degrees. Give you an idea. Check that shape. Very similar. Okay, here we've got another one of these triangular objects with something in its center. That piece is about 10 meters long. It's got this oval object on top. Check this out. You've got a very well defined edge running through there. 90-degree angle there and there. Looks almost as if it's raised on its right hand side. Something coming out of the center over there. If this is some type of little habitat or outpost. Another one of these triangular objects, about 8 meters long, and in its center this little spherical object of about 1.5 meters in diameter. Okay, here we got a square block or slab, about 5 by 10 meters, and in its center a little spherical or dome-like object of about 2 meters in diameter. So check that out. Another one of these strange anomalies. Looks almost as if that might be an opening. The dark spot's a lot bigger than the little round object on it. Could that be a hole? You can see there on the one side. This looks almost like another one of these shelters or outposts. This piece is about 5 meters wide and about 10 meters long. This smaller rectangular part on the top, that's about 10 meters long, and it looks as if it's got some layers to it. The larger piece at the bottom looks almost as if this could be open here on the right angle there. Looks as if this is top of a roof or hanger, maybe even, with the edges bent down towards the ground. We've got this narrower rectangular piece on the top running through the center, and then there to the left this seems to be going underneath this piece that's lying on top. Now, could this be some type of little structure? Another one of these rather strange, looks almost like a little outpost as well. Measures about 15 meters across, and the little dome-like feature on the top, that's about 2 to 3 meters in diameter. Check this out. Got straight edges there, parallel right angle to that piece there. And then also it seems to consist out of layers. And slightly elevated here on the right. Structure, maybe some type of little sculpture. Check that disc out there. That's about 12 meters across. I think I featured that one in part 1 of this series. And here's another multiple layered object about the same size from part 2 of this current series. We're looking at another one of these strange L-shaped objects, and it's about, let's see, 10 meters across, 10 meters high, and it's got like a dome-like protrusion or knob on it there. Check out the L shape, straight edges, right angles to it. And then there's a piece from part 1 of this series, another L shape to it. Protrusion or knob, same as here. And this one still seems to have the smaller block that fits in there intact. And this one over here moved away, so it seems to be slightly raised off the surface as well. And then we're looking at that object, huge. This piece is about 15 meters across, and it's also slightly elevated on the right. It's got 2 protrusions on it as well, or 2 dark spots. Looks almost like some type of wreckage again. Right, another L-shaped piece. This is about 10 meters wide, and up close, very smooth, bright surface, and then we've got this design to it. Okay, there's a similar piece. It's about 15 meters wide. Also has like an L shape to it, and straight edges there, right angle, and then 2 parallel ridge lines on top. And then this piece, that's about 12 meters long, another L-shaped piece there, and zoom up, bright smooth surface, nicely defined edge there, right angle on the right, and there the pieces are next to one another for comparison. So do these come from ruins, sculptures, wreckage? Okay, yeah, we're looking at another megalithic block over there, and this strange piece here to the right, and that's about 15 meters long, also slightly elevated on the right, straight edges and right angles as well, like some type of metal plate partially buried here on the left. Part 4. Part 5 coming up soon, folks, so stay tuned for that one. That will be the conclusion of this series I call the Curious Enigma of Tanais on Mars. Thanks for supporting my work and staying tuned. To those that participate in the comments below, thanks a lot, much appreciated, guys and girls. I'll be back with part 5 soon. Stay tuned for that one. Until then, bye bye for now.